Okay. Does it go up any higher? So, oh, it goes up
Hmm.
to 1080. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Apparently the game, however, does not want to go up to 1080 for me.
It will. It takes time. I don't know why.
Is that what she said?
Oh.
No.
I mean, like
Gotta
once or
wait.
twice.
Hold. Okay. Alright. As she lays the trap. No, you think it's coincidence that Caitlyn lays the trap at that, specific moment? I don't. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's in sync.
Who's your supporter? Sona, right? Wait, who the hell
Is it
is it?
Sonar or Nami?
Can't tell from the avatar right now.
I was gonna tell you to scroll up till I realized what the fuck am I
It's
thinking.
Nami, like, I can just
It's
read the chat. I'm retarded. Oh my god, I apologize. Like,
yeah.
okay. Saint Beauty. Rengar. Alright. Okay, so when you open with the trap style of Caitlyn, it's obvious. Like I wouldn't recommend doing this with a bully lane. Nami is bully when she's with Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Depending on like the runes and masteries also, of course, but I wouldn't open with trap. I would just hold on to a skill set, traditional, like normal. You know what I mean? And then
Hmm.
when you get down to the lane, like right here, you could just pilt over. I think that's what it's called, right? Like the
Yep.
Q.
Yep.
You could hit all 6 minions, you know, and whatever. And then on top of that, if you don't want to kill them like right away, you can go into the bush to maximize your auto attacks, and you can charge up a crit, and then just insta crit
For Draven, yeah.
as soon as.
Actually, this Nami, I believe, started Gold Coin instead of the AP support item.
Okay.
And yeah, she ends up like moving up to basically 1v2 Draven Thresh a couple times, and I think if she had Spell Thieves, we would have had a much bigger advantage in lane, but we'll see how it plays out.
Okay. Yep. Using the traps to alter the terrain.
Yep.
You got a Nami buff. No, don't waste it. No. Okay.
I should auto Thresh there, you
Yep,
think?
yep, of
Okay.
course, of course. And now I would step back into the bush to maximize your auto efficiency because it's bully versus bully lane, so you have to, you know what I mean? You have to fight to your strengths. Now,
Yeah,
okay, so, oh god, why buffer? Why, please?
so like the reason that I didn't walk up to auto Thresh again was because Nami was taking up that space by the bush, and I've seen like when I see a lot of pro players and stuff play, they try to have spacing between the support and AD, so I'm just kind of used to that. So if I see my support switch to one side of the lane, I usually don't try to stay in the same area.
Why YouTube? Real?
You do have the file,
Do I? Okay, okay, no,
yeah.
sorry. Okay, okay. No, don't pilt over, like, okay, you got the hit, but like,
Just walk up and
you
auto.
just use a heal?
Yeah, or no, I think he used the E on himself.
Okay,
He used his blessing on himself.
yeah.
Oh, them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
them, yeah.
I thought you meant Nami.
No, no, no.
Heal, yeah.
Oh, oh god. Oh, no. Oh, please, why? No. Okay, well, this is just so mechanically errored that, like, I have to fucking...
Yeah.
So let's go through this really quick. So, like, already, like, okay, so, like, it's right there, actually. In this instant, okay, there is
Yep.
absolutely, positively, okay, considering Nami, you know, like, everything, like, going on, whatever, okay, there's no way for Draven to DI out of this, okay, if you send a Piltover, right, sorry, angled like that,
Yeah,
right,
he's not getting out of
he's
it
not
unless
getting
he
out, he's,
flashes or
of course,
something.
unless he turns, but then if he turns, you have that waiting for him,
Oh,
Thresh
Jesus,
can't
dude.
contest, like, and then Nami just he's dead. Like,
Wow, it's almost like you know lane mechanics or something when you're telling me this. Holy shit. Yeah,
Jesus.
this is like opening up my brain. Yeah, you're very right.
All right.
Okay. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that.
Oh my god.
And then I do that shit right there. Yeah, this.
You're gonna die, aren't you?
Mm,
Oh,
I don't know,
mother
man.
of
Yep,
God.
yep. And I blame Nami.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you blame Nami. Yeah, that's totally Nami's fault. No, no. So, anyways, this is a good example. Okay, this is a good example.
Mhm.
This is also one of the reasons that I don't like to chat. Like, you can speak out loud to yourself, but I wouldn't chat with teammates
Yeah,
unless like the game is completely lost and like they're making effort to solve world hunger. You know, so like
yeah. All right.
so. Guys can't win trades bot, by the way, even though like you totally can.
Yeah, it's Nami K. I would
It's
have
Nami
said
Kate
something
purple
if I
side,
was
like
interested. Yeah. So is that one of the big advantages to purple side lane
well,
bullies in bot lane is that you can
the
force them?
brush. The brush
Yeah.
plays such
Uh,
a more potent dynamic for purple side, especially because Caitlyn can augment the lane defensively or offensively with the crits, whereas if she's on blue side, it's not as simple because
hmm
of the tri brush mechanic.
And do you think Caitlyn is prime ADC or like would
She's
you put?
utility AD carry.
Okay.
A lot of people wouldn't classify her as utility, but I would classify her as utility. Um,
Yeah.
because when it reaches the late game, she is entirely reliant on her auto attacks. Her ultimate becomes utility for the assassins on the team, and then it becomes utility for the off tanks that need to nuke down someone. Her Q's kind of lackluster, and then what else does she really have? She has like lackluster movement, lackluster. You know what I mean? Like she's all
Yeah. So
utility.
who would you pick for solo queue then? Because I play a lot of Trist right now, and she's like free Alo if you can get her in the right lane.
Kog'Maw, Twitch, Ezreal, Lucian, Corki,
Okay. Got it.
Graves, Graves for solo queue.
hmm
Right now, this is patch 4.12.
Yeah, and 4.413, he's actually getting buffed
Yep,
too.
yep. Graves is getting buffed. I know. Yep, he will be coming back.
hmm So, any tips about that attempt at a dive or nah?
No, no,
Nothing
no.
else. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's completely fine.
all right.
So when you recall here and you shove this wave out, okay. One thing that you're not doing is you're not timing summoners. So if you want to improve as a player and your support's too lazy to do it, you know, or anyone else is too lazy to do it and stuff, just time the opponent's summoners. It'll make a
Yeah, my
difference.
chat's restricted actually.
Oh, okay. You know, it says a lot about you. No, I'm kidding. Like, I'm not kidding, by the way. No, so, like, no, alright, so he gets down here and he's not even freezing the lane. This is really poor play by Draven.
Yeah,
Okay.
because this gives me all that farm.
Yeah, it lets it come to you, and it lets you also have utility with the top side brush.
hmm
So, it's really good. Okay. And the pickaxe is fine here, but like going for the imp, especially in a bully lane versus bully lane, like it makes trades that much more pretty. And if you don't know what the imp
Going
is,
for the what was it?
the imp, Doran's Vamp Scepter. Still really
Oh
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Imp does that. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. The only reason I don't is because I prioritize Infinity so much. Like rune wise, I have 3% lifesteal, so this gives me almost as much. Like Doran's is 6% right now, alongside my runes, so I have a total of 9% lifesteal already.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. Settings. Speed 0.5. Now, okay, so one thing is your DI location. Okay, so we saw that you were standing here. You clicked
hmm
Thresh with your mouse cursor, okay, and then where do you click? Click here. Doesn't make any
Back.
sense. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
These minions can't aggro to you. Draven can't aggro to you. These minions, you would like them to move around and then get stuck right here because then that creates a nice little, you know, this little niche. And then all that your DI needs to either be here or it needs to be here.
Yeah.
Preferably it's here because then that opens up utility for Nami.
hmm
Okay. So
Okay.
this isn't going on, and then you're not abusing Caitlyn's range enough.
Yeah.
Again, very layman's term stuff, because we have to get through a lot in just the 1 hour. So
Yeah.
like right here, like instead of hitting that minion, you could have walked into Draven, I feel.
And yeah, got the passive off on him
Right.
even.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can back up.
Mhm.
Okay, and the other thing that you have to factor in is your potions and your Doran's Blade with your greater trade and also the sustain from Nami. So like there's so many things that you have to factor in. And if Thresh actually hooks you or tries to do anything to you, Nami can just do a counter contestation with her bubble. You know what I mean? So Thresh can't even actually do anything with the location that you're in.
Yeah.
Oh, bubble! What? Okay, so I'm just gonna point something out for you.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I lost the,
It's cool. So you would want to see her bubble over where Draven's Axe is about to be?
Nope, not that. This is better stop. Better stop, better trade. Incoming. At this point, you know that the trap will hit. Okay? Right? Like, Nami can know, which means that there's no counterplay available anymore. Once Thresh makes this movement, there's no counterplay available without him getting chunked. Like, obviously, like, like, it's pretty shitty for him.
Yeah.
So as soon as this happens, Nami should have reacted with a bubble like this. Okay? Picks up all the minions that could hit you and could aggro onto you. Do you know what I mean? So if Draven ends up clearing these 2 minions, these would be able to come onto you and maybe they'd deal like 80 damage or something, right? Which equates to about an auto attack, you know what I mean? Like that is pretty big.
Yeah.
And then you can chunk Thresh really, really heavy, right? And then with the minions coming up, straight from the line, you can just divert backwards to the right, and even if Thresh hits you with the hook, nothing can be done. Because minions will be coming in soon. He can't follow up with it, anything. So there's so much utility. So this is Nami's mistake. But also, even though Nami does make a mistake here, you're not even positioned. You're not even like entertaining the possibility of it. So you need to DI more, like dash dance.
Yeah. I've been DIing a lot more like back, like you said, I do that too much in lane. Even with Caitlyn.
Now this doesn't. I mean, oh god. You get it? No.
No.
Doesn't make sense by Vi, in my opinion. Like yes, she gets the summoner, but there was minions.
It's on
you
a
guys
really
were
long
pushed to tower.
cooldown.
Right. She didn't even ask for like Warden River. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I in one of your videos you talked about how like it's worth sacrificing the typing speed to be able to still move around in lane and everything. So I was just using my left hand there to type.
Yeah, that's fine. It's good. It's mechanical.
Mm-hmm.
You need to CS this wave fast. Stand inside a brush so that you stack your passive faster.
Oh, to push, yeah.
To push. That's something that a lot of Caitlyn's don't utilize. And also, you're not dropping traps as frequently as you could be. You should be recalled right now. Because, see, now, okay, so this is something that I always call a cost-inefficient recall, right?
Yeah.
And what I mean by this is, okay, now, wonderful, okay, you're recalled. Draven's going to get this wave, and he's going to get this wave, and then he's going to have 2 waves at your tower, and you're going to miss 75% of those waves at the tower because you wanted to get 1 wave. Do you know what I mean? And then because the game scales and stuff, in terms of like minions and whatever, you're hurting yourself by having this delayed recall. So this is inefficient. You know what I mean? There's nothing to be gained with that extra gold that you just got from that minion wave, and now you're missing a siege minion wave if Draven plays it right. Even if he doesn't like play it right, the lane is unfavorable to you now. So okay, you go back and you don't even get anything. You know what I mean? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. So it's like what do you do now? Okay, so Draven didn't play it the way that he could have. But basically, those minions could be at your tower right now. You know what I mean? And you'd be losing all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Rengar decides that he would rather not get a double kill, so. Fucking friendliest cat alive.
I think they end up getting the second one too. No, I guess not. Yeah, so I end up losing nothing, actually. I guess I'm just not used to that because I never get pushed for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get punished. Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have gotten any of that
Yeah.
if you played it correctly.
I don't know how great his CSing was either, per se, because I think I checked later and I'm like maybe 6 or 7 CS ahead of him.
Traps. Okay, thank you. And you can keep freezing the line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's back. He has some HP missing, so I guess he did golems. So you can just calculate that into his CS score. Helps you know about his itemization. Oh god.
Yeah.
Jesus. Did you even... Oh, okay. I was like, did you even get a hit on him? Like...
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
God. Yeah, he kept going out of it.
Shove. Dragon.
And then dragon. Yep, that's what we do, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Shove.
Or I'm not...
What is going on? Bot lane's dead. Volibear is shown on the top of the map.
Yeah, she went to
Mid
white.
laner's recalled. Better not get Drake.
I think it was Nami that pinged it, and like Nami and I were going for it.
Jesus.
And then Vi said, no, we can't, or something.
Yeah, no, definitely
Yeah,
can't.
she took this away.
Yeah, definitely can't.
Actually, most of the junglers I see in Plat will make just like those regular, easy decisions. But
Don't do that. Just wait for him to... Because now, again, you have another inefficient recall. Another one.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, so timing attacks, alright? Here's an example of this, okay? So, let me use mid lane for an analogy, okay? Say you have a Twisted Fate versus an Orianna, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know Twisted Fate's recall should be somewhere around, 1,300 gold, okay? You're relatively even on CS, okay? You're at, like, I don't know, you're at, like, 1,100 gold, right? So you know that Twisted Fate wants to stay for about another wave and a half, right, of total gold, or something, so that he can get up when factor in the game timer and whatever. So you can launch a timing against him, against his recall that you know is going to be occurring based on just dynamics of how the champion has to be played and rotations and stuff. On top of that, now let's say he gets to 1,300 gold and he's still sticking around despite being low on HP and mana. You know that the jungler's coming. You know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah.
Inefficient recalls and, like, other stuff like this, it goes against timing attacks, against items. Do you know what I mean? And, like, right now, like, what's an example? There's a technique that sometimes Korean again, this is for mid lane, it can be applied to other lanes, where, like, a mid laner or something falls behind early, right? He falls behind, like, maybe, I don't know, 10 CS or something. And you'll see something really weird where he'll go back to the lane, he'll spend all his mana or something, and he'll shove it. He'll recall, he'll go back to the lane, and then he'll shove it again, and he'll recall one more time, and he'll be down, like, the level 6 jump or something, or he'll be down, like, the level 7 jump. But what he did is he provided...
But he has an item advantage.
He has either item advantage, very minor, or he has greater ward utility, and thus he has greater 2-on-2 presence, and he has greater team presence. You know what I mean? So, like, there's these really nitty-gritty mechanics that can be used against inefficient recalls. You know what I mean? To kind of neutralize a disadvantage or, maximize an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this also goes for jungle, because if, like, enemy laner gets killed, right, and you have the ability to re-arrive to the lane with your laner that killed that enemy laner, you could just completely end the game. You know what I mean? Like, you get there, you gank them one more time, and they just missed 4 waves of CS, and, like, you know what I mean? Like,
that lane's irrelevant now.
Right,
yeah.
Lane's irrelevant. So, like, timing attacks and stuff against movement and just basic game patterns is essential. And in this game, you're hurting yourself with, like, your timing attack against yourself. Like, yeah, I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I actually get disrupted even more because Thresh, like, kept hooking me and shit, like you saw.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, here, what would you do? Would you have backed if I already have screwed myself over?
You've already schooled yourself. You're in a position where Vi either has to come bot or you guys lose bottom tower.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, right? Like,
well, bot tower is full health.
It is full health, but, like, with the phase that we're at, like, it's almost gonna die if you recall without assistance from Vi or something.
Yeah. Yeah, the Vi actually ends up doing a lot for us this game, especially because she got so many kills bot lane. But team fights, I think, still last long enough for you to coach me on that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fine.
So, okay, here I sometimes have a problem with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like obsessed with like that mana. Like I don't know when I want to get to that mana reach, where like I'm comfortable with going out of base and then eing the whole way to lane. Because I always do that. Because you've always coached use your mobility abilities to get back to lane, right?
Right.
But then like when I don't have mana pots, I don't know when I'm comfortable with actually leaving the fountain.
70% mana is fine to return to lane with.
Okay. And I do have
Unless
mana
you're
regen glyphs,
right.
actually.
Unless you're like a mana dependent champion where you need full mana at all times or something. But
Yeah.
general rule for Ryze, for example, is he just needs to maintain 600 mana at all times to have kill potential. Like
Yeah.
100 to 0 kill potential, he just needs like 600 mana.
Mm-hmm.
When factoring in like regeneration and everything, so.
Yep.
So here you need to hyper shove it. So because like what just happened at top, Vi's in mid. If Vi's in mid at this timing, you know what I mean? And you can check and see if Syndra has blue. If Syndra has blue, you can check the countdown on it. When you check the countdown on it, it gives you a hint about where Maokai is. Like, there's all these things that you're not doing. You know?
Yeah.
And then Thresh misses his hook, I would just fucking walk in and laugh at Draven. Like, what are they doing? Just walk in. Smack them. He's dead. Oh,
Yeah,
mother of God.
I think I get the kill. Yeah. One of us does, and then
You decide
we don't
that
get.
it, alright.
Then I want to walk into the wall.
Selection.
Yeah.
Natural selection. Okay, great. Oh, big green glowing fence of horror. Oh, better touch it.
Yep.
Said no one ever. Brought to you by M. Night Shyamalan. Fuck, like, just walk into him. You have heal and you have ult. I can't deal with this.
So I should just dove him.
Yeah, just walk past
Single.
him and say F you. Yeah. Is Drake still up? I'm done.
Yeah. It is actually.
Oh my God, this is the happiest dragon ever. Okay. Boots. Yep. Okay, everything's fine so far.
Mm-hmm.
No, go mid. Mid!
I usually
Instantaneously just
do
go
at
mid.
this point. I
Okay.
don't know if I end up routing back or not, but I actually, yeah, I usually do. I don't know why I'm going bot.
Okay, but do you know the reason to rotate mid?
Yeah, get the tower, pressure it, and it's like, yeah, it's LeBlanc who has really good poke, and I have really good range, so we could definitely be taking tower.
What's the rotational reason for going mid?
Because then you also pressure their bot lane.
Right,
and then,
right.
because like if Draven doesn't come mid, he misses all that farm. But then again, if he does come mid, or I mean, yeah, you get it. Like it'll end up being a 5v4.
If they want bot tower,
Yeah.
they lose mid tower. Then if they want mid tower, they lose top. You know what I mean? It's just like examples.
Yeah. Yeah, I
They're
get
always playing
that.
catch up. So it's basically like getting 2 pawns ahead in chess and then just endlessly trading. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yep.
if you play chess, but
There was a time.
okay.
I should have EQ'd there instead of E then Q. But
Jeez, get out of that! The greed is real. The greed.
from me or
You're
who?
like the person that can be offered $10 million if you press yes, or you press a button and 50-50 you get $100 million. You're that type of guy right now. Okay,
Yeah.
like, holy shit. Yeah, just get the tier 2 boots. And you're... Oh my God.
And then they took bot. Yeah.
Safe play.
And I don't.
Resist death.
Do they take dragon? I think they take dragon here.
Oh, I would hope so.
Even like the first dragon at 18 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
Actually. And this LeBlanc actually, I think, picked Syndra, or picked LeBlanc into Syndra after LeBlanc nerfs, which is interesting.
Oh, it doesn't make it like an unwinnable matchup, but it is interesting nonetheless. Like why you would.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a LeBlanc Jongen or LeBlanc Craftsman,
Mm-hmm.
then it doesn't necessarily matter about a matchup and all that good jazz.
Yeah. You guys call him craftsman? Like one trick
Jongen means
genius?
like craftsman or like master or like
Yeah, that's cool.
Nami being
So,
here with you doesn't make any sense.
hmm?
Nami being here with you doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, should have roamed.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So for that last fight, what point should I have just left when I saw everyone else dying, or what?
Well, yeah. As soon as like Vi turned around to save you, you know what I mean? Like she's like, yeah, take me. She like fucking pulled a jack or something. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, a lot of times though, I'll get out, and I know this shouldn't affect my decision making, but I'll get out of a fight like this, and even in plat, like my teammates will be like, "Oh look, Caitlyn left with full health, etc." Like she could have gotten free damage and she didn't.
mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, there may be times where you could have gotten free damage and you didn't, but the majority of times, if you can just simply resist death, don't trade. You know what I mean? Unless the trade is beneficial, like you get something off it. Don't just trade to trade. Oh, mother of Christ! Drop the trap on top of them. It's not gonna run at you. Even if he does run at you, Nami can just bubble.
Yeah. Okay. So it was worth walking up there then. I think I was just scared of Thresh moving up on me.
Yeah, that's a problem. You can get this wave in the next one.
Yep. And I do. I think I take this one, next one, then back. And I'm pretty sure I go BF sword.
No. No, please
Yeah,
say no.
BF sword.
Oh god.
Well, a lot of times I will go like Zeal, but I don't know. Lately, I've just seen like a lot of high-low players in NA go that extra BF if they can afford it. Just like especially on champs that have those crazy AD scalings, because like for Caitlyn, in my mind, I mean, obviously this is probably flawed if you don't like it, but yeah, I was just thinking along the lines of like she has pretty good AD ratios on Q and R, so why don't I use that to mitigate how horrible her mid game is?
Because you're tunnel vision. You're thinking narrow-minded. Like, oh, I'm just gonna keep getting weapons and blah 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 blah. So basically, an analogy that I actually gave yesterday was so like if you have a gun, okay, and you're going up against a samurai, okay. Basically, what you're doing right now is you're getting a second gun in your second hand. Yeah, you're gonna have more ammo. Bullets are gonna be harder to dodge and like whatever. But it doesn't mean he still can't dodge the bullets and eventually get to you. Whereas instead, if you elect to, invest in, I don't fucking know, like some, like, armor or, like, exoskeleton that makes you move quicker so he can't hit you, you know what I mean? That's a lot more annoying, and it's a lot safer, especially if you're in a team game,
So with 1700, what should I have bought then?
Zeal. And sold both red potions and gotten
crit
a dagger.
Brawl. Dagger. Okay, because PD or what? In what situations do you go PD or SS or static shiv?
Static shiv when your team needs like a wave clear.
Wave clear.
Right. Or if your goal is to just strictly stay alive. That's very layman's terms.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you're so useless inside of the team fight, in my opinion. When you go like a build like this, against like a Thresh, he has the Lantern that can grant a shield. There's a Maokai that's like, you know what I mean. And there's a Volibear. Like, who cares? Like that your attacks deal an extra amount of damage and that you have a shield. No one. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You just want to have utility. You have two people that are trying to get on top of you. You have Thresh trying to get on top of you. You have Syndra that's trying to get within, X range of you. All you need to do is stay
Just get that movement
right.
speed.
Right.
Yeah.
You have a Vi and a Rengar.
To fight.
Right. You don't need to be, you know what I mean? Like,
yep. And then for just a quick question for Tristana, I see a lot of people rush static for the wave clear and just max E.
a lot of people that rush it don't even understand why they're rushing it, but I know what you're talking about. But
Yeah.
don't just follow blind. You know what I mean? Don't follow.
Yeah,
blind.
I don't. I actually still rush the eye edge traditionally. Is that what I should still do for solo queue?
If you get an early advantage, say you get like a double kill or a triple kill or something, you can go into the static shiv because you can get the Avarice Blade and the Zeal, and you're not technically behind in lane. So let me pause really quick. So okay, if you get 2 kills inside of the laning phase, that's traditionally something that you should not have at say 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, or 11 minutes, right? If the enemy is playing correctly, you have 0 kills. They have 0 kills, okay? In a perfect circumstance, okay? So because you normally shouldn't even have those items, nothing's actually changing. You know what I mean? You just have an advantage, and then you're maximizing that advantage by getting an item that accelerates your growth into the game, the Avarice Blade and the Zeal. And then on top of that, because their recall is less efficient than you by like 800 or something, you're only taking a minute hit to your damage output. You know, when you factor in the cost efficiency of Zeal at that time and Avarice Blade, etc. And then you can go into Static Shiv. And then what the Static Shiv will enable you to do is it'll enable you to never be outpushed, and then on top of that, it'll enable you guys to coordinate 3v2 dives and 4v2 dives more effectively because of the Static Shiv. And then because of the movement speed and everything like that, it allows you to circumvent getting tier 2 boots, which lets you be greedier. Again, so this is all about acceleration, right? But then there's dynamics to the Static Shiv as well. You know, on 80 carries and stuff, like wave clear dependent or like color dependent, or how the game's going. You know, you need Static Shiv in isolated moments and stuff due to how just the lanes are playing out and how the enemy team's rotating and stuff, and how you guys are trying to play the lanes. So all these things have to be factored in. It's never just like nothing gets under my skin more as when I read those guides on like famous sites that get like 1 million something views, and they have the most stupid brain dead explanation of the item, and I know if I was like to sit in a Skype call with that person, they actually would not be able to explain to me why that item works the way that it does. They would just be like, well, it works for me in games. You know, like they may be able to give me like a layman's term, but they don't actually understand it. And when you understand it cognitively, then you can abuse it. Like there's going to be things that you may be doing right now subconsciously, but you're not cognitively aware of it. You do it like without even knowing that you're doing it. But when you become cognitive of it, then you can abuse it. The biggest example that I use when I talk about this is like I have a shitload of Teemo games played. Like I have like 1,500 Teemo games or something like that, right? Ridiculous. But it wasn't actually until, you know, I was, you know, messing around with him, you know, in January of this year or something, that all of a sudden I came to this epiphany that W actually has a damage ratio. And W's damage ratio is equivalent to E when used offensively. When guaranteed vision denial and when guaranteed like the jungler can't come and stuff, you can actually use W and it has a damage ratio inside of it.
Yeah.
And, like, it seems so stupid. And like that's also, you know, like if you look at a chess computer play chess, it seems so simple, right? Like you're seeing the chess computer do moves and stuff, and it's like, oh, why didn't I see that? You know, and it's so stupid because I had so many goddamn games on Teemo, and it's like, why didn't I ever start doing this before? You know,
So do you max W now on Teemo?
No, I'm just giving you an example. God,
oh, okay.
Jesus. God, oh my. Whew. No, all right, so we're good.
So the kiting and everything was fine?
Nope, let me rewatch that. I'm sorry, I was going into the static shift shit.
Yep, that's fine.
Slow mode.
Alright, so that's where it starts.
Don't you let me see you E, please don't see me.
No, I don't E into this.
Where's the kitty cat? Is he like literally with 1 HP or something? Or is he?
He's, yeah, I think he was hiding or something, waiting for his ult. Oh no, he is really low. Yeah.
So you are ulting, but fortunately, you know, you do it while Maokai's in front of him, so.
Yeah. Should I have done it as soon as the Nami wave hit earlier?
Right before the Nami wave went off. She should play a
Okay.
trap on top of LeBlanc right now. Or like in the middle of that lane, just to create
Oh
like a
my
safe
god,
haven.
dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
I
no,
see
alter the
that.
terrain.
Yep.
Okay, throw a Q. Oh my god.
I wanted to save Q for this EQ combo. I'm just explaining what I was thinking, but yeah, I see now that I should have thrown it in the cluster.
We're not ending
But
up on Reddit. No one's watching. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
doesn't you know what I mean? Like the Q is just more beneficial. Like maybe like you can get is that Draven right there? That's Draven, right?
yeah, yep.
Maybe Vi's playing dangerous game. You know what I mean? And like maybe
She
a
can
kill
pop
can
back in.
right. She
Yeah,
can pop back in or somehow she accelerates back into the fight. That that quick burst she ends up taking one extra cooldown. Away from Thresh or away from Maokai or something because they have to use an extra skill on her. Or maybe they have to use 2 auto attacks. So you're giving all of your team. Because when a team fight occurs, right? Like OGN does a beautiful job with this, right? Well, like when this team fight breaks out, right? Basically, there's these two bars, and it's like you're fucking, you got 99 seconds in the fucking middle because we're playing Street Fighter, and basically your team has HP inside of the team fight, and so basically, Caitlyn decides that she would rather use the Q plus E for better KDA and better fanciness, whereas if she uses the Q plus E earlier, she grants her team, X% more effective HP. You know what I mean? So this is what it like comes down to is like the QE for greed benefits you in a flashy manner, or it benefits you as an individual, whereas the Q plus E, or the Q right now or something, it benefits Nami, it benefits Vi, benefits you, it benefits everyone.
Yep.
And you don't know if Vi's playing dangerous game, or whatever. I believe that's the mastery. Whatever.
Yeah.
So you have to factor in all these things, and if you place the trap right here, like she has a way. She can get out. Like, they can't chase her. They're going to hit this trap, and then it's going to combo up with Nami's bubble. They can't follow in. And then if they do try to follow in, okay, what's that? That's a nice big fucking Q. You know what I mean? And then you have Vi she can use her fucking cone thing, like, in this choke. Like, you guys aren't using the terrain, Like, why fight inside the jungle if you're not going to abuse the mechanisms? Like Maokai would be trapped right now. See, you hit them. All right, so that's what I was talking about right there. But you also could have queued a little bit earlier as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And you still didn't place a trap. That entire fight, you did not drop a trap.
Yep.
You don't have passive. If you had passive, you could do something really cute. Again, if you had Phantom Dancer or something, or you had Zeal, whatever. See, Zeal and Dagger would help so much more there. Because what were you doing? You weren't actually getting to auto attack that much. Why? Because you have to be afraid. Your attacks hurt, but like, if you're, you know what I mean? Like, you're a king without soldiers, basically.
Yep.
Like, yeah, like, you may deal the most damage or something, but you're also the most vulnerable, like, without, like, your pawns and shit, or something. So, basically, if you have Zeal, not only are you moving faster here, you're attacking more. The attack speed percentage translates to damage. So Zeal's 18% plus Dagger's 15, 33%. You factor in what is 33% attack speed damage equals X. X equals AD. Okay?
Yep.
So yeah, you have, okay, great, you have 55 AD and 8% lifesteal. But what was the mathematical solution to, 33% increased attack speed? And then also you have to factor in the movement speed and the crit chance. You have a fucking infinity edge. 25%, you know what I mean? Caitlyn's passive. Like,
Yeah.
all of this wasn't factored in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And if you have that in this fight goes a lot different. And in this specific moment, you could flash forward, ping, ping, like Draven's gone, and you can chase Thresh. Because you're moving so fast. You know what I mean? Your utility, your raw utility. When it gets down to these nitty-gritty fights, you would rather have mobility on your side than raw force. You'd rather be the Flash than be the Hulk. Okay?
Yep.
All right.
I got hooked.
I didn't see Maokai there, but there was still opportunity temporarily to... Oh my god. You get hooked a lot.
Yeah, this game I really
I think
do.
you really like Thresh. I think you're into ghosts. Like I don't think
Too
you're into
spooky for me,
wardens.
man.
Yeah.
This should kill him with all that AD I bought, though. Yep.
Yeah. Great.
Great, but I could have had the triple.
Yeah, you could have had the triple. Oh my god, drop the... No! Drop the trap to gain vision!
I don't know why he walked back in.
I don't
Because
know
he got...
either.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays Draven, and he has that skin.
And then, okay. Ignore this, please.
That was great.
Can you please let that go? Just don't.
You're going on Reddit.
God.
Jeez. Oh, that's good. No, it wasn't even Maokai.
No, this isn't even the worst of it. No, my Flash E's, dude. Later this game, you're gonna, like, die.
And now, why are you staying around here? Like, Syndra... Okay, so, without, like, seeing further into this game, right? Syndra's probably at one of the tier 2s right now, right? Like, judging normal circumstance.
Yeah.
Right? So, with Volibear being right there, and your E on cooldown, like, yeah, Nami's here, that's wonderful, but, like, Syndra should come back in division, like, maybe now, or, like, within, like, next 5 seconds or something? Somewhere she should come in.
Yeah, so I should have just backed.
What the fuck? Where is she?
I don't know. I don't even know if she shows up.
What is going on? What? Wait, it's 25 minutes? What?
I take this.
When did she... Did she not die when I thought she died? Like...
Yeah, she should be back. You're right. Oh, wait. No, never mind.
There she is. What was she waiting for? An item? Like... Holy shit.
Yeah, she might have been waiting on gold or something. That is weird.
Okay. Alright. So anyways, yeah, you're gonna go back, you're gonna get Bloodthirster, and then, congratulations. You're gonna deal roughly the same amount of damage. And now you just have a shield that... Did it really come into play? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't... It doesn't do anything. Like... They don't have, like, 4 squishies, and your ultimate just chunks them all and says you can't join the team fight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So... Okay. Hey, Drake. Rotation. Nice.
I think Monty taught this Vi like midway through the game or something.
Yeah, alright. I believe it.
Yeah, it's really weird looking back. It was like 17 minutes without a Drake for either team.
No, they got one before, didn't they? That was the second
No,
week.
nobody got it. It was, yeah, that one that you saw when we fucked up at tier 2, I think, was...
Yeah.
That was a 17-minute one.
What are you recalling for? What's your gold? 14, okay.
Yeah, I had a lot left over from...
Zeal.
That said, I don't know why I got part of Zeal when I was back earlier.
Zeal.
Wait, no, I went like this, yeah. I went,
if Caitlyn doesn't become Carl by the end of this match and name herself Graves, I don't know, like, what you're trying to do right now, like... Fucking Riot says transsexuals aren't in League, but you're proving it wrong, like...
Yeah, I built Graves Caitlyn, there you go.
No, you built Carl.
Who's Carl?
Carl. Here comes Carl.
Who the hell is Carl?
Carl. Holy shit.
I saw Maokai and Volley, and I was like, alright, I'm just gonna go Last Whisper.
Oh,
That doesn't make sense.
No, Carl, it doesn't. Okay? Like, oh my god.
Here's the thing. My thinking was, by the time I finish either SS or PD, right, they'll have a fuck ton of armor.
PD.
Yeah, you're right. Alright.
Okay, yeah, they're gonna have a fuck ton of armor. You're absolutely right, okay? But, okay, if you're close enough to hit them, you know what I mean? Like, with how that last fight went, it doesn't make any, you know, like...
Yep.
Again, you have to factor in attack speed and then do a math calculation on what it equates to for damage. That's something people don't consider. Why does Vayne only build attack speed? You know, yes, it's the true damage, sure, but that speaks for itself, you know?
Yeah.
Why does Tryndamere only build attack speed with some damage? You know what I mean? Why does Yi benefit? Like, attack speed can correlate to damage for some champions and stuff.
Yep.
So, Ult. No! Stop being greedy with your ult. You are a utility. You have a Rengar and a LeBlanc and a Vi. No, right. But you have a LeBlanc, a Rengar, and a Vi. Your goal is not to actually kill in team fights. Not with this comp. Not with this comp.
Yeah.
And this is also, again, emphasis on why I said go Phantom Dancer or, like, whatever. Is because, now, say the enemy team had a lot of wave clear, like a lot of shove. You could also, warrant going static shiv for that reason, because you and LeBlanc are going to have a hard time clearing shit. But you have a Vi, a LeBlanc, and a Rengar. You don't need to deal damage. You're putting 4 carries into a team almost. Like, Vi's an off carry, but, like, she is a carry, and 2? That makes sense? So it's like a Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix, whatever. Like, you don't need to be building damage. So this is itemization, portrait. Now you guys get Baron, you go mid, okay. You almost have enough for Last Whisper.
So, yeah, like you said, I wasn't thinking about the movement speed as much earlier, but, like, they're almost a defensive item for elongating those fights by getting that move speed and attack speed. Okay.
And then also you need a defensive item when mid-game approaches. You didn't need it in this circumstance, but for the most part, as you begin to climb elo and stuff, like, you'll get, like, 2.5 core items, right? And then you'll just pick up, like, a Negatron or, like, a Chainmail or something to just, like, just to make it so Syndra can't just, like, Q, W the Q, Q, U, R. You know what I mean? And you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, that would be unfortunate.
And is your,
Just chunker, press R! Okay, so right now, you need to basically tell Syndra...
I do here, yeah, okay. I do.
Good. Excellent. Look at that! Oh, look! Great. Now, you did that earlier. You have 3 more minions, you have some more damage on the tower, Rengar gets a little more breathing room in top,
Yeah.
So, like, the R, just don't be afraid to use it. Like, you should be initiating with this team comp. In other team compositions, it will be proper to use it in the mid-fight. It'll, like in other team comps, it'll be proper to use it last. There's always going to be a unique situation for her ultimate, but you have to begin viewing Caitlyn as utility, because that's what she actually is.
Here's your baby right here.
Yeah.
And have it smiled down.
Holy shit. Alright, congratulations. Mother of God. I'm surprised you didn't just go Bork. You're like, well, it's almost the same attack speed. Like, you bet it has a little bit more damage too, like...
Oh my gosh. No, I'm usually not this AD heavy. I definitely get a Zeal item on most of the, like, I'll either get Ghostblade or a Zeal item on, like, Twitch. I'll get a Zeal item on Tristana. Is Twitch good?
Yeah, of course.
For climbing?
Yes.
Yeah, for...
I don't recommend it.
I was going to say that 2-item rush is unreal.
Don't play him. Don't play him. Okay?
Because no mobility?
No, not only he's a very complex champion, and your team will not understand how to coordinate with him properly, and I don't mean this offensively as well. It would take you an extreme amount of games, and it would also alter your, like, you don't need to be learning a champion like that right now, because he is unique. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be like me telling you to play Blue Ezreal. No. You know what I mean? Like, it hurts you as a player right now, because you're not at a level where you have to start implementing new strategies and builds and, like...
This kid gets fucked right here. Yeah. Ooh, got him.
So, no, that was good. It was good.
Yep.
And then Vi decides that she's going in. I don't know how Draven feels. I mean...
Hey, this might be it.
For Carl. What?
You might have to close your eyes in a second.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so right about here, within the next 5 or so seconds after this little skirmish breaks off, I check to see if I'm actually recording it. Wait.
Oh my God.
Wait. So here you can't see it, but I alt-tabbed, and I was still worried about it. And
Get
like I'm
up
still
in that fight. Get in there.
Okay.
God.
Here it is.
You have heal for 4 people. And you're not using it. You're so greedy. You are so greedy. You're like Sarah Newland from True Blood.
Yeah, you didn't even see, dude.
Oh, God.
Could you rewind a little bit?
Huh? Well, I mean...
Yeah, I actually... Hold on. Yeah, I should have been up farther. That's a very good point. But, so I checked to see if I was recording, just in case, because I was like, holy shit, I think I actually fucked up a good amount of stuff in this game, like just enough for a good coaching video. And so this breaks up. I back out. I like step back a little bit to alt tab,
You never stop clicking.
and I'm still thinking about wait right here.
Oh,
Yep, there it
you're still
is. Then I
clicking.
came right back.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, alright. Well,
And then watch what I do. Wait, I bet to
that
I
was
bet to
great.
I meant to flash E to the other way, but I forgot where I put my cursor after that fucking Shazam, dude. So I went all the way back because I was like, yeah, I'm not in this fight at all. And I just, yeah.
No, it's okay, it's okay. Oh my god, please don't die. Heal. Or you
No.
don't have to, I guess. If they were
Yeah,
gonna
and
commit.
I actually do have a problem with that, though. Sometimes I'll forget it and I'll hold it for too long if it's another teammate.
Oh god, he killed. Jesus. Okay. Okay, good. Alright. Alright, we're good. Right, kill white. You should check Vi's stacks on her jungler item, because if it's...
Then don't take it.
Don't
She
take
has 80 or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. I would give her white and you take wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Salvadoran's blade, and just get, yep, Negatron, nice.
Is Banshees, you think, the best defensive item? That's what I usually go. Banshees, or if they're double assassin, I go GA.
They have... Okay, so they have Draven, Thresh, Syndra, Maokai.
Volibear.
Right, no, I wouldn't go Banshees here.
What would you do? GA?
Just GA, yeah. You're so far ahead. Like, and then on top of that, their ultimates are one-time use. It's not like they have something that's extended
so
throughout a
love
trade.
the rest of my team.
Right. So once their ultimates are down, it hurts, and then also it puts, it puts E% HP on you and E% mana on you for the Guardian Angel revive, and then it also puts a clock where they have to it alters the terrain because they either have to stand around you or they have to stand away from you. So there's a lot of, nice little utility in that sense. And then again, because your only goal is to live, and you should actually be playing like a bitch, sort of, in some cases, and like right now, Chunker. Okay, well LeBlanc did it for you. Thank you.
I wanted to dodge the QE first.
Thank you, Link. God.
Okay, this right here is the positioning was like.
Kill the tower!
Yep.
Just focus the tower! When LeBlanc was getting nuked and tanking all that, you should have just why didn't you drop a trap as you were walking? I'm done.
Because he had his Q, and he would have got me.
Yeah,
but yeah, from the start, it just fucked up really bad. Okay, so aside from killing the tower there...
Oh, you guys... Oh, wow, okay, that's completely worth.
Yeah, where could I... Yeah, that was just like, thankfully, we had that bot inhib, and it ends up getting this too.
Yeah.
But like, where could I have gone? Because the thing was, they set up these zones. The teamfight had these zones between Maokai Ultimate and Volibear. Okay, perfect. Yeah, like right here. About to see. And I didn't want to cross over right in front of the tower into their front line. But I positioned here thinking it was a good idea because the rest of the team was pouring in, and I didn't know that the fight would take place that close to the tower.
Okay.
So, like, when I'm stuck here, what do I do? Do I just E out the wall and then rotate back around, or what?
Hold on. So, okay, there's conditions that are presented, because, again, every answer is going to have different solutions. So, first off, you should have been the one to... I mean, I guess if LeBlanc's going to go in like this, and, like, it's completely unwarranted and unnoticed, she's going to go in and delete Syndra, that's completely fine. And then as soon as this happens, like, why aren't you pressing alt on someone? You know, like, basically you just have to say to them, like, you can't come here. Like, you're not placing a trap down. And then when this happens, when this engage happens, look at the tower's HP.
Yeah.
Kill
I could have taken that in, like, 3 hits.
Get that.
Yeah.
And instead, how many shots did that thing fire? It's like 7, 8. Like, they basically had Syndra. You know what I mean? It's like... Actually, I would argue they even had better than Syndra.
Yeah.
So, like... You know, if you kill that tower and then your team just disengages because the tower, like, they would all have more HP because the tower is gone, right? Then you can actually go down to bot and you can shoot that tower that's about to die, right? And then there's a
Yeah.
pressure where that next tower is under attack and you can actually sacrifice yourself to potentially get it. And then they have to make that, you know, they're given an ultimatum. Do we chase the 3 surviving members, you know, that are on relatively low HP, or do we go back and have to do with our Nexus? Well, if they send only one person to deal with you, you can trap, you can 90 caliber net, you know, etc., and you can poke and you can XPK all day. So they have to send at least 2 people back to you, and if that happens, then Syndra can't chase. And if they send any 2 of those, you know, people back, the other 2 can't actually chase those 3. It doesn't matter how low their HPs are, unless it's maybe like Draven. Like at full HP, full mana with like double like, you know what I mean? Like something like absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
what do you think about the fear?
Don't upgrade the boots. Just wait to get Zephyr.
Yeah.
When you're this far ahead, you can only get further ahead. You know what I mean? You don't have to, like, the fur is like for timing attack advantages, and you guys are like so insurmountably far ahead that it just doesn't even matter. It would be better to complete Banshee's Veil than try to min-max your positioning inside of a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, ideally, we would go Guardian's Angel, but...
So under what situations would you go Banshees then?
If
they
their
have, like,
team is reliant... If their team is incapable of popping Banshees effectively from far range, or they just are incapable in general, or if they have, like, a champion that is designated to kill you and is reliant on a full combo. Gross example, AP Tristana. She has to hit her WERQ, you know, like everything.
Otherwise, it's not gonna,
Otherwise, it doesn't kill you. Right.
Yeah.
Ari needs to hit her full, like, yeah, she can pop it with Foxfire, but she's still losing a very big
part of her burst.
Right, part of her burst, you know. But do not get it. Like, I see so many people, like, I'll play Rise or something, and they build Banshee's Veil, and I'm like, Q. like, you know, like, oh, look, Q's up again. Like, isn't that wonderful? You know, and it doesn't make any sense. So, like, you have to factor in cooldowns, you have to factor in, like, do they need it to kill you? Are you the goal, you know? And when you see, you know, teams stack Banshee's Veils and stuff, that's mostly because the enemy team is reliant on chain combos. You know, and having all those weird Banshees that can negate and whatever, they add all this, like, annoyance and stuff, so. Okay? All right, was that good? We can go over the runes and mastery stuff.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, perfect. Hey, thanks so much, Nick. Yeah, you're great, man. Even though it took this long to get to you, I totally understand.
All right. No,
yeah, man.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'll talk to you soon on Skype, and we'll finish up. Okay?
Okay, sounds good, man. Thank you.
See you. Bye.
Bye.